Major airline policy, changes you need to know before your next flight. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the major airline policy changes that could seriously shape how you travel on your next flight. Do you know what's changing? Or how these new rules might affect your budget, luggage, or even your seat options? Travel is getting more complicated and expensive, so stick around, hit subscribe, and stay updated on the policies that actually matter for your next trip. 1. Southwest's end of 2 bags fly free. One of the biggest changes making headlines. Southwest Airlines has officially dropped its iconic 2 bags fly free policy. Starting May 28, 2025, Southwest charges $35 for the first checked bag and $45 for the second. This ends a 54-year tradition and aligns Southwest with other major U.S. carriers. But not everyone pays. If you're a Rapid Rewards A-List preferred member or flying on their Business Select fare, you may still get 2 free bags. Other perks: A-List members and Southwest credit card holders will still get 1 free checked bag. Why this matters? This isn't just a revenue play. Southwest is reworking its fare structure, introducing a new basic fare, ending its old wanna-get-away fare, changing voucher expiration rules, and even phasing out open seating in favor of assigned seats, starting 2026. 2. Checked baggage fees across airlines. Southwest isn't alone. Many airlines are bumping up baggage fees. Some of the key changes: Alaska Airlines raised its checked bag fees to $35 for the first bag and $45 for the second. Delta Airlines also increased its fees. The first bag is now $35 and the second is $45. American Airlines followed suit. Depending on the fare and how you pay, the first bag is now $35 to $40. And the second bag is about $45. This shift reflects a broader industry trend. Airlines are digging into traditional extras, like luggage, to boost revenue. 3. Carry-on policy shakeups. It's not just checked baggage. Carry-on rules are changing too. Air Canada is introducing an extra fee for carry-on bags on its basic economy tickets. Specifically, travelers with basic fares who bring more than a small personal item, like a roller or a larger backpack, may be charged $25 for the first carry-on and $36 for a second. On top of that, if you don't check your bags in online, i.e. at home, there might be an inflated fee, up to $46, at the airport. These changes could really affect how you pack. What used to be a free overhead bin advantage may now cost extra depending on your fare. 4. Passenger rights expanding. EU. It's not all about fees. There are also some upsides for passenger rights, particularly in Europe. The EU Council recently agreed on stronger protections for air passengers. Under the new rules, if your flight is disrupted, the airline must offer rerouting, including through other carriers or transport modes, if needed. There are also stricter assistance requirements: food, drinks, accommodation if you're grounded, and even a rule for tarmac delays, minimum assistance, and you should be disembarked after 3 hours. On compensation, the thresholds for long delays have been updated, and there's clearer language about how much you should be paid or reimbursed. In short, if you're flying in or through Europe, you're gaining more rights when things go wrong, and that's important. 5. Cancel and change fee reforms. In India, the DGCA, the aviation regulator, is proposing changes that could make life easier for travelers. Highlights: a 48-hour look-in window. If you cancel or change your ticket within 48 hours of booking, you won't be charged penalties beyond fare differences. But there are exceptions. This doesn't apply if your flight is very near, for domestic bookings less than 5 days out or less than 15 days for international. Refunds must be processed within 21 working days. Also, airlines will clearly display cancellation fees, and there may be a cap on how high they can go. If adopted, these rules could make cancellations or changes less painful, maybe even cost-free, early on. 6. Strategic impacts and traveler strategies. With all these moving parts, what should you actually do to protect yourself and your wallet? Check your fare type carefully. Know if you're on a basic, economy, or premium fare, because that often determines baggage allowances, change, and cancellation flexibility. For example, Southwest's basic fare is more restrictive than its older fares, and penalties or limitations are tighter. Be smart about baggage. Calculate whether paying for a checked bag is cheaper than risking gate check or carry-on issues. If possible, fly with carry-on only to avoid checked bag fees. But be aware, deviations in carry-on rules may make that harder or more expensive. Use loyalty and credit card perks. If you fly often, elite status or an airline-branded credit card may get you free checked bags, even under the new regime. With Southwest, A-List Preferred or Business Select still gives you free bags. Use the cancellation window, if relevant. In India, if DGCA's draft becomes final, use that 48-hour cancellation window to avoid fees. Even if you're not in India, always check what the airline's 24 or 48-hour cancellation or change policy is when you book. Know your rights. If you're flying within Europe or through EU carriers, remember your rights around rerouting, delay compensation, and assistance. Keep all communications, documentation if your flight is disrupted. This helps when claiming compensation. 7. Why airlines are making these shifts. Let's talk about why. Because there are real economic reasons behind these changes, not just nickeling and diming travelers. Rising costs. Fuel, labor, and maintenance aren't getting cheaper. Airlines need to find new revenue streams. Competition and investor pressure. For example, Southwest was pushed by investors to rethink its bags fly free model. Standardization. Many airlines are aligning their fee structures, fare types, and baggage policies, making it easier to compete but harder for travelers who loved quirks. Operational efficiency. More precise carry-on and checked baggage rules can help with boarding, bin space, and weight balancing. Regulatory pushback. On the flip side, regulators, like the EU, are demanding stronger protections, so airlines must balance customer rights with profitability. 8. Real stories, traveler reactions. These changes aren't just theoretical. They're already affecting people. Some Southwest loyalists are furious. The free checked bag perk was a big part of what set Southwest apart. Others are switching airlines. Families who used to choose Southwest because of that baggage policy say they're now looking at Frontier or other carriers. There are also overhead bin issues. Reddit users report more gate checking now since people are reluctant to pay for checked bags, so more are bringing full carry-ons. 9. Final thoughts and travel tips. These policy changes are real and significant. You can't afford to ignore them when booking. Always read the fine print of your ticket. Fare class, baggage rules, cancellation, change terms. They matter more than ever. Build flexibility into your travel plan. Maybe you travel lighter, or you hold a co-branded card, or you choose flights strategically. Be proactive. Check for rights under delays or cancellations, especially for European routes. Use this knowledge as leverage. Knowing the rules means you can negotiate, plan smarter, and avoid surprise charges. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, share it with your fellow travelers, and subscribe for more no-fluff travel updates. What policy change worries you the most? The baggage fees, carry-on limits, or something else? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think.